Wike thinks that he can do anyhow. He doesn't know the person that they are calling Odinkalu. Odinkalu that Rufai tried. He show Rufai for his own state. Now in Wike they do this thing.
So guys, Wike has called on the body of benchers to punish Mr. Odinkalu. We all know that Odinkalu has been very critical of Wike, especially, when it comes to Wike's rapport with the judges and the kind of judgments that we've been seeing lately. Mr. Odinkalu is that one man that wants things to be done constitutionally. I mean, let things be done and properly done, especially when it comes to the judiciary. So he has always been very critical, especially of the person of Wike. Now Wike is asking the body of benchers to punish Mr. Odinkalu. In case you don't know, Odinkalu is also a lawyer. Wike is also said to be a lawyer. He has criticized even the NBA, for reacting to some of the judgments that are coming from the Supreme Court. So I'm going to allow you to take a look at that video. But before then, I want you to take a look at what Aisha Yusufa has got to say about this. Because I tell you, these people, they just want to silence everybody. They want Nigerians to shut their mouths up so that they will just be doing anything. I mean, the judgments that come from Supreme Court, most time, they don't come out with this shock to the public. I mean, people will be very surprised on the kind of judgment coming out from the Supreme Court. And when you react, they will say, oh, you are rejecting the Supreme Court judgment. So you don't even need to say, you don't even need to say anything. That's just what they want. So that they will tell judges what to do. The judges will just deliver the judgment and the public should just accept it that way. Anyway, guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at first what Aisha Yusufa has got to say about this. Then you are going to be hearing directly from Wike speaking with this body of benchers. Just take a look for yourself.
Wike thinks that he can do anyhow. He doesn't know the person that they are calling Odinkalu. Odinkalu that Rufai tried. He show Rufai for his own state. Now in Wike they do this thing. There's something. There are people that have coconut head and there are people that have coconut head. But anyway, this report, it says, Wike says to body of benchers that they should punish Odinkalu for degrading legal profession through public criticism. Can you imagine how small-minded that you can be, that you think you'll be in office and you will not be criticized? Who the heck are you that you will not be criticized? Everyone is criticized every time. It's part of it. You take it, you move on. The thing that you do is ensure that people who criticize you, they don't have anything to criticize you with. So when they criticize you, go back and get the work done or do the right thing. And so even if they are criticizing you falsely, people will be able to see that and say, what is it that you're saying? Yes, Wike, the Federal Capital Territory Minister, has called for the punishment of Professor Chidi Odinkalu, accusing him of contributing to the degradation of the legal profession through unfounded criticism. He said this when he received the body of benchers led by Chief Adegboyega Awomolosan on a visit to him at Life Cap Abuja, emphasizing the need for discipline within the Nigerian Bar Association to protect judicial integrity. If there was any discipline that the Nigerian Bar Association was going to do, I can tell you very well, it is debarring Wike, a lot of things that he had done. And even with the whole thing of the judiciary, literally, it's almost Wike is being reported to be the head of the unofficial head of the judiciary, the puppeteer of the judiciary, the one who moves and shakes within judiciary. That's what they should focus on. I'm seeing is it the House of Representatives now? They are putting out a bill where they're saying they want lawyers to be able to give vote of no confidence on judges. That will be quite interesting. But what is more interesting is for me to tell every one of you that the legislative arm of government is really very powerful, and we should do everything we can to ensure that people who have the interests of Nigeria at heart are the ones who are occupying it. But anyway, let me come back here before I go on a long journey of telling you about those things that need to be done. I will talk about them more on other time. For the first time I have seen in my life as a lawyer where NBA is unfortunate, where NBA as a body without a judgment of the court will come out to say the judgment of this judge is unconstitutional, is envy everybody. I mean, yes, I can judge What am I reading? Did they quote him verbatim? What is this? I don't even understand what I'm reading. For the first time I've seen in my life as a lawyer, where MBA is unfortunate, where MBA as a body without a judgment of the court, we come to say that the judgment of this judge is unconstitutional. It's envy. Everybody, I mean, yes, I can judgment to the court if I have had the privilege of reading that judgment Wike declared during a visit. If you understood what I was reading there, please, or you understood what Wike was saying. You just had judgment has been given. You've not even had the opportunity of reading it. The next thing you do is to go on national television. They begin to criticize Amala and nothing will happen. We have so much scared our judges and Wike, are you confessing? Hey! You know, people like Wike, one of the things that gets where they feel so powerless and helpless is when they find people they cannot bribe, people that don't need them for nothing, people that don't come to beg them for anything. If you are at that level in life, especially in this Nigeria, wallah, you don't know how powerful you are. You don't go to beg for nothing, you don't ask for nothing, you don't ask for no favor, and you have your big mouth and you use it the way you want to use it, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. Okay, we say we are so much scared our judges and justices to the point that the judge is going to the mosque or he's going to the church. He cannot do somebody he knows. He runs away that if I shake him now, they will say I collected. And somebody will write a petition that a judge, you saw a judge shaking somebody and you still even listen to that kind of petition. He continued indirectly referencing Odinkalu's public critique. Yes, among even the judiciary, they have their own rule books or whatever it is that they call it. You are not supposed to be fraternizing with the people that are subsequently going to come before you. The way we've seen Wike doing, he's dashing them houses, he's meeting with them. The other time, one escorted him all the way to, is it University of Calabar, where they gave him an award. And who was the pro-chancellor of the DC? Was somebody where we end up, they even have a case that is going to the Supreme Court already at the Supreme Court, the emirship puzzle in Kanu State. And then you have a lot of these things. And then these people are just coming out, doing anyhow. And you're saying people that, they are saying that they are shaking hands. No, this is not about shaking hands. This is about fraternizing. They shouldn't fraternize. They shouldn't be friendly with you, because a judge is supposed to be impartial and just do it, the right thing. So, Kalu cut your hair, and this is about that. I knew it was about that University of Calabar. On Saturday, I went to University of Calabar. The next day, I saw paper that justice escorted me to, and somebody will sit down to read. Once you see that, you'll be able to say inviting. You don't write anything. If you don't discipline somebody, nobody will listen to it. I think, and then he continued by saying, we cannot continue to allow our profession to be put down. We cannot continue to do. Who puts down that profession more than Wike himself? If you don't discipline somebody, nobody will say, okay, you please invite him. Did you write this? Yes or no? We cannot cut notes to disparage our judges or justices. It's not done anyway. I think we have a lot of job to be done. But first of all, the discipline of our lawyers, enough is enough. I think probably what happened is that the writers of this and just were quoting Wike verbatim while he was rambling, and so they were just putting that out, because I just can't. I'm just hearing someone. I'm just reading rambling. Normally they will try and put it. Just make the thing work, but I think they just put him out, rambling out there. But that's the thing. You're seeing Wike fraternizing with those people. You're seeing the next thing. Okay, let's look at even what happened in Calabar with the whole thing. I was going to even do a video on that. I just eventually never got to do it.
Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman let me, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory, thank you and members of their team for this courtesy call. Let me apologize that even though I was presented by the General Counsel, it was something I agreed to attend. Unfortunately, like I said, there was a mix-up, and again, we are working very hard to make sure that the President transmits the FCT statutory budget to the National Assembly. So we are working around the clock to make sure that we beat the deadline. FCT has two budgets. One is the national budget and one is the statutory budget. Statutory in the sense that whatever internal revenue we raise and the national is the contribution by the federal government to the development of FCT. So that was done, and I think the president has conveyed that yesterday to the National Assembly for deliberation. Mr. Chairman, let me thank you very sincerely. Like I've always said, when you have an opportunity to contribute towards the development either of your country or of a body you belong to, you must show sign that you are committed. When you came in as the chairman, the first thing you did was to come to see me and strictly give me a letter of a member of the infrastructure committee of the body of ventures, and I asked you, why not tell me what you want? Why are you telling me that I'm a member of the infrastructure committee? And to show how committed you were, and you said, look, these are the problems, and that you wanted this to be done. I said, well, I'll take it to Mr. President. And of course, Mr. President agreed, and it was put in the budget, and it was transmitted to the National Assembly, and National Assembly deliberated and approved. Today we have the annex, what we are doing. So many people do not understand that it is in the appropriation law, not that I just on my own, they put it in my pocket and brought out money to give to body of budget. No, Mr. President approved, and it was in the budget and was submitted to National Assembly, and National Assembly approved it. Without that, it would have been impossible for me to say that I'm doing something for body of venture. No, it's not correct. It's not correct. So many people will say all kinds of things without even knowing the basis of foundation. Just like the Justices Quarters and the Court of Appeal Division were building. It's all in the Appropriation Act. The President said, look, we have to put it in the budget, and then the National Assembly deliberate on it. And once it was deliberated and approved, we have to implement it. So nobody on his own will sit down to say, oh, I have money, let me go and build the Justices Quarters. No, it's not correct at all. So people should have that at the back of the mind that I never sat down on my own. It's the approval of Mr. President, which is sent to National Assembly, and National Assembly approved it. So when people talk about they are building Justice Quarters as if it is my money, I put my hand in my pocket and brought out money to go and build houses for judges because I want to buy the all kinds of things you hear, which is very, very unfortunate. This year's budget too, you will realize that we went to law school and we made a promise that we are going to build female and male hostel in the 2025 budget. It has also been put in the budget, which Mr. President, I believe, yesterday conveyed to the National Assembly. When that is approved, we'll still go to law school and build the 2 hostels in order to reduce the accommodation problem. As we sit down, the staff house that we are building, we have assured that before August it will be completed and handed over to the Council of Legal Education. So for me, whatever it is I can do to support the profession I belong to, I owe nobody any apology. Because one thing people would also understand that when you're in a position to contribute to the growth of that profession, and you don't do it, tomorrow you come out and then have the opportunity to speak, and you say, look, Judiciary is not doing well, government is not paying attention to this, but you were there. What was your role to enhance their performance? Now you have left office, now you have the opportunity to criticize that government is doing nothing. We have an opportunity. I will not miss this opportunity I have to contribute to the growth of the legal It doesn't matter what anybody will say. The FCT will have provided houses. This budget too, we're also trying to provide 20 more houses for them, because we know that the accommodation is a problem for the FCT High Court. We're trying to, for the first time, to digitalize the FCT High Court so that we do this manual writing every time, and that's what we're going to do. The fire station we promise, acting director, I hope we'll put it in the budget, the fire station which you requested, and I've seen the letter. We have already taken care of it. Whatever you think we should do, we are going to do it. We are going to do it. But it will be unfair for me to let you go if I don't say one or two things that border on our legal profession. And we must tell ourselves the simple truth. We cannot sit, we cannot shut our eyes and see individuals, for whatever interest it is, to kill this profession. It is not acceptable. For the first time I have seen in my life as a lawyer, where NBA, it's unfortunate, where NBA as a body, without reading a judgment of the court, will come out to say the judgment of this judge is unconstitutional, is illegal. NBA as a body. I mean, yes, I can criticize the judgment of the court if I have had the privilege of reading that judgment. You just had judgment has been given. You've not even had the opportunity of reading it. The next thing you do is to go on national television to begin to criticize and nothing is happening. We have so much scared our judges and justices to the point that a judge is going to a mosque or is going to a church. He cannot give somebody he knows. He runs away. That if I shake him now, they'll say, I collected and somebody will write a petition that a judge, you saw a judge shaking somebody. And you will sit there to even listen to that kind of petition. Bribery is given in the mosque. Bribery is given in the church. I have never seen this in my life. On Saturday, I went to the University of Calabar. Unknown to me, I just entered, not knowing that one of the judges of Supreme Court is one of those to be honored. The Senate President's wife was sitting, so I sat down. I told her like this. I said, Judge of Supreme Court. He said, man, this is alma mater, and he's been honored. I was also honored. The next thing I saw, the paper, that the justice escorted me to Calabar. And somebody will sit down to read. You will see what so-called Professor Odinkalu has been writing. And you people will say, oh, nobody has written petition. You don't need to wait for anybody to write. Well, once you see that, you should be able to say, invite him, you don't write this kind of thing. You don't know, so nobody wrote petition. No, it's not acceptable. You haven't read it. Okay. Can you please invite him? Did you write this? Yes or no? You know this. If you don't discipline somebody, nobody will learn a lesson. We cannot continue to allow our profession to be put down. We cannot continue to do that. I cannot believe, as lawyers, you make a contribution to help. When I was governor, Body of Ventures invited all of us who are governors, who are lawyers. How do we support to build the benches. Formal invitation, every governor who is a lawyer, then I was there. Governor Sokoto Tambo was there. Plateau Governor was there. Governor Bayelsa was there. Diri. And Bauchi, what was his name? Mohammed. Yes. And I couldn't late. What do you do to support? What is bad in that? That your own profession invites you by virtue of your position you belong to say, look, how do you help? Those invited to a National Assembly. How do you help us in budgeting to see that we get resources to complete this project? So, I was the only one who contributed, not my money. It's state government. It's state government. When NBA was building their national secretariat, NBA wrote. Nobody saw that as bribe. NBA wrote. I was the only one who contributed to the NBA to build the national secretariat. And I said, name a floor after Rivers, not me. NBA didn't see it as bribe. But when they contribute to Judiciary, it's bribe. But when they contribute to NBA, it's not bribe, they will take it. The same NBA will rely on state government to sponsor them for whatever activities. That one is not bribe. That one is not bribe. NBA today is talking about state of emergency in Rivers. Why? Because the state government promised them to host the annual general conference. Now there's no government to give the money. Now they have not said, oh, we don't support the emergency. Because there's no money to give NBA for the conference. Oh, we won't go to Rivers. But under the military, NBA carries activities. But instead of emergency, you will not carry her activity because nobody is going to bring the money that they promised them. What kind of hypocrisy is this? You go and beg money, state government. Is that what it's supposed to be? But when state government supports judiciary, it's bribery. It's bribery. But when state government supports MBA, it's not bribery. We have now classified which is bribe. As a minister of state education, I want to apologize. I built the faculty of law in University of Port Harcourt. That's my matter. That's where I had my first degree. And there's no faculty of law. When I became a minister of law, I said, no, how can you have a conventional university without faculty of law? I owe it a duty. That look, this was the school that brought me, that gave me everything. Why would I not contribute? Today I feel proud that I have a faculty of law, and that's the best faculty. I feel proud. When I was governor, it's not that I've left. Look at the Court of Appeal there. Who are they serving? The interests of the state. And you go there, you see how it was. Rain will be falling. They will sit on plastic chairs. And you tell me as a governor, as a lawyer, I should wait for federal government, and then cases will be piling up. Who will lose? Is it federal government that will lose or people in the state? But that will lose. Particularly those who carry out business in rivers. And I said, no, we cannot allow this. We cannot wait for federal government. It's like road, federal road. So federal government is federal road. Who are those suffering? Is it not those who are using that road? The rivers people. Businesses will collapse. And as a responsible governor, you find your hands, oh, anyhow. What is anyhow? If I can put money to repair federal roads, why can't I put money to repair federal court in my state? And when you do that, people will go and sit down and begin to write all kinds of things. And we clap at no discipline, nothing. Sir, time has come that you must say, look, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We cannot continue to disparage our judges and justices. It's not done anywhere. And that's why Kanagami said, look, if you don't say this is whom you are, if you don't write your history, some other person will go and write your history for you. I read IBB's book. Some people say, oh, he told lies. Let him tell lies. He has written his own. You go and counter it. Write your own truth. But he has written his own. So you must write it out, let people know this is what they are. It's not whom you are, this is whom you are. That's the only way people will learn. If you don't hear the sick of them, forget it. Forget it. I've never seen a profession where you members of the profession are those who bring the profession down. Nobody's perfect. We agree, nobody's perfect. The executive will have problem. The legislature will have problem. I know very well. So why must it be judiciary? But everybody will say, if nothing good happens there, it's not correct. We must run to the occasion to tell our lawyers, enough is enough. Enough is enough. When somebody, we can't continue every day open somebody think that is the only one who can write. Judges cannot attend anything again. You don't have a relation that they are doing a wedding, you attend because you're a judge. Who does that? You can't go and worship your God because you're a judge. You go to a seat to sit down, you look left, he's the minister, let me run away. What kind of country are we in? And nobody is saying, so I said, let me use this opportunity, sir, that you come in China, you have also now, right, he has done his own best, he has attracted something for the body of Christians. I can assure you that whatever you want us to do for you, to support you, we will support you. We will support you. Don't forget about what anybody will write in social media. Forget about it. There's nothing you do they will not write. Some of us here, we have thick skin. There's nothing, if you think that anything you say bothers me, it's a lie. I don't even think about it. I don't even know whether you have said anything. I don't know. So I go out and so my conscience is clear. I'll do my work to the best of my ability. And I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. This is my official residence, but I don't stay here. I don't stay here. I would have as well said, oh, let me come and enjoy this place. But for me, it doesn't make sense. So it's not because you're in office and people think that anything I want to do, I will do it. In fact, let heaven come down. Even when heaven comes, everywhere will be at peace. All this thing that, oh, if you do this, they will say this, they will not say that. Even if you're in your house, they will say. If you're not in your house, they will say. So what do you want to do? Go ahead and do the right thing. And that's why I thank Mr. President every time. Leadership is not that you must be right all the time. Leadership is that you must take a decision. You must take a decision. Not everybody will like the decision you have taken, but you must take a decision. Because it's worse that you don't take any decision. It's worse. So, I can assure you We are praying that by September, we have handed over the Court of Appeal Division of Abuja to the Court of Appeal. By the grace of God, September, they will use it as a part of their bigger we'll make sure that that is done. And we'll provide accommodations as much as we can. The President has said, look, whatever you will do to make sure that the judiciary is effective, efficient to carry out their job, they should be done. It has nothing to do with interference. It has nothing to do with interference. As governor, I provided everything. I've left. Does it mean that they don't give judgment against some? No. No, it's not correct. Today, I don't see any state that has the kind of accommodation that the judges of the River State have. I don't see any state. I don't see it. I'm sure justices of Court of Appeal will be lobbying to go to Parliament because of the kind of official resident that they have, to make their job, to make the environment conducive. That's what it's supposed to be. If I, as a executive, I'm saying in a comfortable, look at the environment here, cozy environment. Then those who are having sleepless night, they have no light. They have nowhere to sleep very well. Even where they live, rented, the government may not pay the accommodation rent, and then every day they write, please can you tell your people to leave my... Look at how embarrassing it is. So where they are living, you don't know who is an armed robber. Somebody trying criminal matters. Look at the environment. Who is living with you, you don't know. Whether it is the criminal that's even living between you there. And people don't think about it. So I think we have a lot of job to be done. But first of all, the discipline of our lawyers. Enough is enough. You must have to. You don't need to, because you're a senior advocate, you go on channel, you talk whatever you want to say. Law is not spoken in the television, it's in the court. When you know that you don't have a case, you want me to tell your client that you don't have a good case. You go and blame it to the court. You come to television and blame the court. You can't continue to allow that. Don't continue to allow that. So, sir, we are here to support you. We are here to support you. I've always told my friend Dodo that not anybody would tell me, if anything I have to support the judiciary and the legal profession, I will do it. I will do it. Without the judiciary, I don't know where this country would have been today. This country would have been something else without the judiciary. People should know that. Anything that is being presented by a human being, there must be some mistakes. Nobody is perfect. As executive, I sit here, I do all kinds of things, nobody bothers. As legislature, they do all kinds of things, nobody bothers. Then when the judiciary makes one mistake, you generalize everything. No, we shouldn't do that. So once more, let me thank you. And with what you've done, I hope this publication will continue. As you have come in, don't allow it to die. Let it continue. You know, like I've said, sir, you must add something to what you bet. Now that this publication is there, you continue.
I'll just speak with one sentence or two.
You want something to be done for you again? The fire is there. Yes, we have been talking about this alternative route. Alternative route. Yes, access road. There was a time they talked about it.
We are using borehole now.
The fire service road has been taken care of. Okay, what you will do, the alternative route to the complex. Well, since we have already sent out to the president, we can do it on emergency. So let it come under our emergency budgeted. So you can find out or discuss with the chairman where they think we should have the alternative route, access road. But we don't give land again. So I won't give land again.
So we're not asking for any.
Because I saw land there. I saw land.
That's why the survey is attached.
I won't give land again, sir.
No, it's not land, it's in our land.
I see your land.
It's attached there. What we are asking for
Do you have a CFO for land?
is the land of the body of ventures.
Do people have CFO of that land? Do you have CFO of the land? I hope you have been paying your ground rent. No, you see the problem I find out in this country is that what is the ground rent? How much is it? Maybe 200,000 naira a year. Nobody will pay. And then you want me to do road. Where will I get the money to do the road? There's no way I'm getting money. People talk about, you see, people we are too sentimental. Everything is politics, religion, ethnicity in this country. Look at the party called PDP that was in government for years. Where you have Wadata House, it's not even in their name. It's in the senator's name. Now, when the land department were printing out those who have not paid, is one senator, Salma Tuawat, who lives in Kaduna, who have not paid for 23 years. And unknown to me. So it was now published. Then I said, I revoked PDP's CFO. Ask them to show you the documents. If it bears the name PDP. Nothing. Maybe they have had a deal with the man, but did not complete the assignment, whatever. So what's my business? Meanwhile, when you are collecting money for sale of farms, you make 12, 13, 20 billion. But to go and pay for 20-something years, ordinary 7 million naira, they won't pay. They want government to do roads. And then you come up to say, oh, they sent me to revoke it. So that I will kill opposition. I mean, what kind of mentality is that? I'm not, they sent me to tell you not to pay for 20-something years. So what I'm trying to say is that if you don't pay, I will revoke it. And when I revoke it, I will take possession immediately. It's our land. Because I need money to do all these roads. It's not my blood. It's not my father. I have to do the roads. So the loan said, because I'm a bank, I'm a land bencher, take it. If it's that one, take the land bencher back. I will revoke the land. Go and pay. If anybody does not pay, forget it. Because we can't continue this way. Now, don't like free things. We like free things. Nobody, you are living in a house, you have a CFO, 200,000, 100,000, a year, not even monthly. You won't pay. Then when government comes, oh, you have not paid. Oh, because I'm not happy with him, that's why I came to revoke him. What's my business? I'm not happy. And I didn't pay. I revoked it. Central Bank, I've been begging. That's okay. What I need is money, go and pay. If you pay, I will bring it back. So it's not, it has nothing to do with anybody's sentiment. So please, I beg you. So I won't say, as a land venture, how can I be there? And I will, no. That's, so please, sir, because the way we are going now, we have been aggressive. We have been aggressive. Our budget is 1.7 trillion. And I asked, where will you get the money from? You are not oil city. It's only taxes. If people pay, we have no problem. And I can assure you the money will be used very well. By me, look at the International Conference Center. You are the last person who did the occasion there. The president inaugurated ECOWAS Parliament. It was an eyesore, embarrassment for a country like this. They gave it to one politician, one senator, making money and killing the place. president said, look, how can we allow this? Even there was no light. I'm not talking about it was terrible. So I shut it down. And I said, look, we have to bring it back as what happened? Oh, because it's from so place. Oh, because it belongs to so religion. I said, as if you like. Say whatever you want to say. I've shut it down. Then I went to court. I said, that's not my business. So our property, they gave you to manage it. You are making the money. You will not provide the basic things. But go and see what will happen in May. Go to that place now. See what Jonas Berger is doing. Are we born not to like good things? I mean, everything must be free. How do you maintain it? As we're handing it over this May, if you want to use that place, there's no sentiment. Go and pay the money. But it's the money they will use for it. And I said, look, beggar, we have to have an agreement with you. You will be maintaining the place. We will be paying you. There's nothing politics about this. Go and bring one politician, and then you will be killing the place and sucking. And then when you say, no, this is not because it's not from my area, because it doesn't worship the same place, all kind of things that we do every time. Somebody's not doing the right thing. He said, no, you have to do the right. Oh, because I'm Igbo, because I'm Yoruba, because I'm Hausa. I mean, what are that got to do with he didn't do the work? He said, because you are this, you are that. It should not be done. And some of us will not accept that. Not accept that. Not accept that. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you don't believe in God, you must do the right thing so that we can move. Every time we go overseas, we were happy. Oh, where have you seen this road? Is it angel that's doing it? Is it angel? It's not human. What can't we do? At least come closer, even if we won't do to that level. Let it be seen that if a whole country like this cannot have an international conference center where people can come from overseas and you are happy that they are happy. What kind of thing are we doing? So these are things we should please try to emulate and put our feet down and do it. It is very, very important. I went to one state, I won't call the state. I went to they are trying one former governor, EFCC, then I went there. I went to that court. I cried. I said, you have a governor here. And this is a court. Sir, to go to the toilet was a problem. I won't call the state so that nobody will be. But it's embarrassing. And that governor is a lawyer. I said, what? This is where you see that. And God has given you opportunity to contribute, to change, to make sure, look, this is the profession I belong to. This is what it should be. Let anybody get angry. Yes, as a lawyer, I will leave. When you come as a medical doctor, do for the health sector too. If you are an engineer, do. By the time everybody comes, everywhere would have done that. I wouldn't apologize. I wouldn't apologize. I will support the legal profession as I can. I will do it.
So guys, you have seen it. These people, they are just wanting to shut people up. They don't want criticism. They don't want Nigerians to talk. They don't want Nigerians to say anything about some of the things happening in the country. For Wike to be telling the body of benchers to penalize Odinkalu. That's to tell you the level of power, influence Wike has on these judges. I mean, Wike has that strong power, that strong influence. I don't know, because sometimes you just keep wondering, what is he giving to these judges that, you know, many of them are ready to fall down for him. I mean, for them to come to him, or he went to them and he was telling them that they should penalize Wike. Wike is now the one telling the judges, as if the judges don't see, they don't watch the internet, they don't know what is happening. You can imagine. As if the judges are not aware of what is happening. Now, he wants the body of benchers to penalize Odinkalu, because Odinkalu is very critical of him. He's very critical of some of the judgments coming from the Supreme Court. He has been voicing out. He's not that kind of person you can just silence, you know. He has been voicing out, and he always gets his facts right. Odinkalu is not just criticizing for political gain. No, he comes out to set the record straight, you know. That is just him. But you know, these politicians, they don't like it when you try to correct their mistakes, or even when you try to make them know that what they are doing is wrong. They will come for you. So imagine if Wike was to be the president, he would have asked the police to arrest Odinkalu. You know, if Wike was to be the president of Nigeria today, I tell you, Odinkalu will be in jail and he will deal with him. That's why people like this, you don't even begin to dream or imagine that tomorrow they become president of Nigeria. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.